GM, everyone, and welcome to another episode of FOMO Hour. Today is Friday, August 8th, 2025, 8-8. Lucky day, lucky numbers. And folks, it's looking like a lucky morning out there, at least for the ETH maxis, maybe for the Bitcoin maxis, the REKT maxis, and everyone. It's been a huge week for crypto. We've got new executive orders for 401ks. We're going to stop debanking crypto companies. There's new $5 billion ETH treasury codes spinning up, and now price action is responding. ETH 4K this morning. We don't know if Mando's going to show up, but we're going to break it down with or without him. We got Farouk on. Farouk, GM, how you doing?
GM, and Farouk is back with the mustache, ladies and gentlemen. You know the vibes. You know what happened the first time I shaved my mustache? We ripped. You know what just happened? So I said my whole beard. I just went mustachio last night. We call it mustachio, you know? And bang! Ethan, I get a message from my personal trainer. I didn't even check. He's like, yo, 4K. I'm like, what do you mean 4K? Refresh the charts. Then I got Tyler, Sims, everybody hitting me up. Mando's gone. He's retired. It's over. But let me tell you, Tyler, the way REKT is going, I may follow his footsteps.
I might be the only one left, folks. Farouk, well, I don't know if you've seen the space, but we've got Keith Grossman on with us. As well. Keith, GM.
Celebrity guest.
Yeah, so you know what, Farouk, I was going to give you a call. I don't know why I always call you at this time. And then I remembered you have this show. So I figured I would just get on and say hello.
What up, Keith? Listen, I know you liked it. Tyler was covering the Axel news the other day. Congratulations on everything. You guys are killing it, man. And thank you for remembering that I do host this show since like 2,000 days.
So Tyler, the other day I went on after I went to give Farouk a call and once again remembered that he has this show. And the second I went on, I got to tell you, I really appreciated your call out. Like I joined and I heard MoonPay and it was a perfect thing. So I went to the social team and I just said, hey guys, you have to get this clip. And you guys posted it. And I hope you saw our sort of repost off of it. But thank you for, calling out what we're building with them.
Well, thank you for building cool products to get more folks into the space. I thought the virtual accounts was a really cool launch. You guys have been crushing it.
Thank you. I mean, look, like I think that people should be really excited right now about the industry, right? Like we are legitimately in what I think is the beginning phases of the golden age of crypto, right? Like we are seeing so much clarity across the board. And, normally if you get like the most simplistic amount of clarity in an industry, you have stability. And with stability, people can start to build and capital flows in. Crypto's undergoing like 4 major clarities right now between legislative and regulatory and banking and accounting. And the fact that like we're getting those clarities allow us to actually build really cool products. And by the way, like there's so many people in this room that I'm looking at that are building great products too. And so I love what you guys are doing. I keep forgetting that you have this show every morning, right? But it is a wonderful show every single time I remember that it's on and I see the clips later in the day. Farouk,
yes.
How are you doing? Why are you missing out on certain marketplaces for MYRIAD? And I'm not going to say which marketplaces because I don't want you to clip this and have me saying those words in a social clip.
Why I'm missing out on marketplaces?
Yeah, like there's some really exciting marketplaces out there in the betting space, in the prediction market space, and I'm not seeing them on MYRIAD. Very upset about this. Do you know where I'm going with this? I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. But like, I feel like there's like. Did you discuss them?
I was just acting that what you're talking about.
He's been acting it out on the stream. Yes.
Okay, good. Because there's no way, like, it's gonna not be spoken about. But I gotta
to be honest,
like, there's a lot of people making these bets in these prediction markets.
I pinged my team this morning regarding those markets, and the thing is, so Polymarket doesn't have a clear resolution, so this is for sure gonna become a fight. And then the bookkeepers are not transparent, so we don't know the resolution source. So my team decided to hold off because it's extremely hard to actually get a resolution source on those markets.
That's so interesting. As it relates to those markets, I guess I hadn't really thought through all that stuff, which is hilarious, right? Like you need a you need someone to be a resolution source. And I mean, that's way more complicated than it seems.
I mean, I'm surprised. Like, we've got the television footage that kind of shows whether it happens or not.
Yeah, I know. We gotta figure it out. Maybe it's like, hey, if you see on ESPN or something, I don't know. We gotta figure it out.
Hey, listen, I actually have to hop on a 10:15 call, but Farouk, give me a call when you're done. I wanted to talk about some stuff. I think, what you guys are doing over at Dastan is just amazing. You know that. I feel that way. And the way that you guys are so complimentary to me and to the great work that the team at MoonPay is doing, like, I just have to give you guys the same kudos. And I see a lot of great people. You know what makes me so happy every single time I come in here and make these jokes and joke around is I see so many people in the crowd that I saw back in 2021, 2022, that just like still kept their head down and just kept on building, because everyone saw this trend line. And so, like, I hope that everyone is smiling as ETH hits 4,000 and Bitcoin keeps going on its ascent and hot air keeps rising, and the likes and the likes and the likes. But kudos, guys. You're crushing it.
Thank you, Keith. Love you, Pops. I'll call you after.
Good one.
Wow. Fun little cameo from Keith Grossman there this morning, folks. Fun start to the show. So what are we talking about on today's show? We're going to get into the market report, cryptos and 401ks. The Ripple lawsuits dropped. ETH hit 4,000, was rejected. We'll talk about that. Pump Fund buying 1.69 million of its own coins as the Launchpad wars heat up. REKT hit new all-time highs. Runes and ordinals are even pumping. The market's so hot that runes and ordinals are pumping, folks. We got punks back over 200K. Fidenzas might flip them. And then I want to debrief a little bit from yesterday's Linea conversation, because I do think there's a lot of interesting things happening on Linea. And then we'll close the show out with some YEET action. As always, before we get into it, shout out to our partners. First up, Wallet Connect. Wallet Connect is the connectivity network shaping the future of on-chain UX. If you've connected to a Web3 app, you've seen Wallet Connect. That blue logo, it's everywhere. An icon of trust in crypto, as recognizable as a Visa at the checkout. Want to learn more? Follow at Wallet Connect on X and Telegram to stay ahead of what's next. And Kraken Pro gives active traders exactly what they need: deep liquidity, full customization, and 350 plus trading pairs. Build your own layout with drag and drop modules and trade seamlessly across desktop or mobile. Go to pro.kraken.com and trade without trade-offs. All right. With that, let's get into it. I'll fire up the screen share here. It looks like we may not.
Right? I don't have a jingle.
No, without the jingle, it's gonna
I
throw
never
me
got
off
a jingle.
a little bit.
You know what? I never had a jingle since the start of GM1 FTs, because it was always Manu and Ovi with jingles, and then I never got a Farouk jingle. I just realized that.
Yeah, we need a Farouk jingle.
We need a Farouk jingle. Anyways, back to you.
To our creatives who listen and are fans of the show, if you want to dabble in helping us create a little Farouk jingle,
J6 knows. And he also wrote to us, by the way, that the strip clubs are full. So we're good. No recession. He got back to us. The strip clubs are full. He knows. That's
a good indicator right there. The strip club index is green, folks. We love green candles on this show. That is a fact. So what green candles are we looking at? We've got Bitcoin up 0.5%, 116.8. ETH up 3.5%, 39.69. Folks, right when we went live, it had hit that 4,000. It's going to keep battling up against that level clearly. I don't think it's going to be a super easy level to get through. We'll talk about it in more detail, but I don't know. Maybe we do break through it. We've got XRP actually up the most on the day. It's up 9%, $3.33 after it's the ongoing lawsuit between Ripple and the SEC is officially done. That was a big one. Then Solana is actually outperforming ETH on the day, up at 177. Stocks are green. Again, they've just been grinding up here this week. I'm trying to pull up the dollar chart here. The dollar is still down, which is helping us out. But Trump signed the executive order. He officially did it yesterday evening to allow crypto and other assets into 401ks. So this was a huge one. He also signed an executive order prohibiting debanking of the crypto industry. So two big executive orders for crypto right there. We also had the SEC Ripple lawsuit drop. We had Chainlink introduce the Chainlink reserve. where they're going to start using both on-chain and off-chain revenue to buy back that Link token. Link was a top mover on the day, folks. It was up 10% to 1979. Actually, a lot of alts. Like when you look at the top mover board here on the day, Pendle's up 20%, Arrow over on base up 17%, Mantle, Chainlink, Lido, XLM. So it really wasn't memes. It was alts moving on the day. That was some of the big macro headlines. Let's just dive right into some of the majors here. For Bitcoin, 117,300, my quant says is the key level. We briefly batted up against it last night, got somewhat past it. Looks like we're kind of just hovering right under it. We'll see if we get through it. I'm being told by some of my other Bitcoin quants and analysts that this MicroStrategy strike is the price to watch, and that if it gets to 100, actually, it doesn't look like I'm getting a good reading on this. That means they will effectively just start selling and unloading into Bitcoin. It was at 97.50 yesterday. I'll check in on it here later today. So that's one to watch for Bitcoin. But the big story today is ETH. Let's just get right into it. I've got the 5-minute chart pulled up here on Hyperliquid.
Where's Mando? He's selling.
He's selling. These are the Mando candles, folks. This is how one funds their retirement. Is they hit their target after entering at a much lower level, and then they unload into the chart. So we are rejected here on from 4K on the first big run at it. It was battling last night too in the Asia trading session. So I think it got to 39.70 or so. It was around 3,900 when I woke up this morning. God candle on the US Open. Now back to 39.50. I think a few headlines that could be driving this. Of course, the 401k one is likely going to impact ETH, as ETH ETFs will be included in those 401ks. I think we saw Bitmine has 1 million ETH now, and their stock is up 12%. So it's outperforming ETH right now. The Tom Lee.
Whoa, Tom Lee, baby.
$5.1 billion stock. Our leaderboard is not quite updated, but they've got new competition. This fundamental global company, they just filed a $5 billion offering, $4 billion at the money, so an ATM prospectus that they're going to use to buy ETH. It comes along with a $200 million pipe. So you have to take these announcements with a grain of salt. This is dependent on them actually being able to have enough volume and trading on their stock shares, enough interest for them to be actually able to sell $4 billion worth. But huge number. If they're able to pull it off, I mean, it would put them in the top 3, top 1. I mean, depending on how fast they're able to do it. Of course, Tom and Joe are going to keep buying as well.
This is insane. This is insane.
It's clear the institutional bid is massive.
It's a real deal. There's no denying it. Like, you can't. This is literally, like, I've been seeing a lot of this threat. Is it because of Tom Lee? Maybe he said that. I don't want to quote him for nothing, but I think it's him. Like, it's what Saylor was 5 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And there's just going to be that thing. Like, and everybody made fun of Saylor the last 5 years, and they continue to, by the way. And he continues to be richer than everybody and more right than everybody. Welcome to a new paradigm. Like, buckle up, like sure, like ETH may dip at some point. We're going to see a bunch of retracements, but like, this thing's a machine now. It's the most decentralized, stable ledger in the history of technology. Get with the program. Whether you look, you know me, I have a mega bag of, Fart coins. So that's Solana, blah, blah, blah. I love Solana, big proponent of it. But even if you love Solana, Sui, any other L1, doesn't matter. This is the greatest piece of technology ever made since like the internet. So get with it.
It's funny, like it always was, right? But now we've got the spokesman in place to help tell that story a little bit more clearly.
Now they have a face.
And the price action is definitely reinforcing it. But along with the price action comes more builders, right? It's the stability. Like, it looks more stable now. Like the future looks brighter. So all of these things do kind of create this growth flywheel, which
you want to build on ETH more now, right? Like it's like at some
Yeah.
point, like, oh, ETH is not doing well. Do I want to launch my token on L1? Then REKT was like, fuck it, we're doing L1 at the lows and we're sticking with it. Works, right? But it's like teams now are more like, even us, like we're looking at TG at some point, like, yo, like fuck yeah, L1. You know, of course L1. But what? Like, well, you've been saying not to do it. But like one thing is like, if you look at all these companies, you know how we always compare like S&P companies to like crypto, like Apple is worth $1 trillion, let's say, but ETH is only worth $200 billion, right?
Mhm.
Apple had Steve Jobs. NVIDIA has, what's his name, the CEO? Is it Chad, right? Forget it. Sorry, I have a brain fart.
Jensen Yang.
Jensen Huang. Microsoft is Bill Gates. Oracle has their own guy. Amazon is Jeff Bezos. Elon is Tesla. Sure, that may not drive 100% of the $1 trillion valuations, but like it's driving the valuations up, right? So like I feel like we've been missing, like I said, daddy's home. You know what I mean? Daddy's home. You know, and they're gonna keep driving up, and we've been saying that. You know, when Tomlin and Joe Lubin entered the arena, I said, "Yo, just pay attention. They're gonna be on Nasdaq every day, on TV every day." So it's working, dude.
So let's zoom in a little bit. So what do you think? Well, what's your predictions for how this plays out? Do you think we're just going to smash right through this weekend? Do you think that the 4K sell wall is going to take a little while to chop through? What you read?
It's the 5th time we're hitting it. So I don't want to see no quintuple top posts on the timeline on Saturday if we did. Well, question back, I guess, don't mean to turn a question back around to you, is have the weekends now become weaker because there's no institutional bid? So people, so you know how it's like D Farmer always says it, like Degen time, let's rip it higher. But Degens, they haven't showed up lately. They show up in the trenches. They'll send the final boss token to 30 mil, little things. So we're seeing some life, and I'm sure we'll get to that. But they're not sending, there's not enough firepower to send a $300 billion asset to like 4K, 4.5K maybe. So do we think that the weekends are weaker now? Because you saw this, what happened this past weekend. It was a bear market on the timeline this weekend. People were calling for $2,800 ETH. I remember. You remember. Oh, yeah. We woke up and now we're at $4,000 2 days later. We're Thursday, right? Thursday. So what do we think? Because I think now if we smash, Jeeves is tagging in the chat, 4,100 is the level. We break it, we go higher. Once we break 4K, we're not going to go to 41 or 42 or 43, Tyler. We're going right back to retest that all-time high zone, right? Yeah. Which is like 47, 4,100. So I think we push towards that. But do we think that first we keep pushing the 4 and then institute? Like, what do you think about this weekend weekday now?
The weekends is a good point. It really is. In general, I do think that the majors get a weaker bid on the weekends. You can't really trust the price action. But the caveat is these the DAS, the Treasury codes, they will buy on the weekend. So we might see Tom Lee buying. We might see Joe Lubin buying. They do, yeah.
They buy on the weekend.
Yeah, because they're not necessarily buying through the ETFs. Like they're buying, OTC. They're buying. I think they may be buying some spot. And now we've got this new one with FGF. So maybe they're going to deploy some of their capital over the weekend. It's interesting because, like, you don't, from a trader, you don't necessarily want to buy this big rip, but it also is very clear that they are in a race, like, to accumulate as much as they can because they all think this is going higher. So if that's your view, you can't really wait that much longer. This is literally,
you're not going to get it at 3,500 again, bros. Like, let's talk about this. Like you are. I mean, maybe I don't want to hear it in 2 years for Rogue. Like I'm saying about the next, like, to end a year, like, or maybe like you're not going to get 3,500 ETH for a little bit. I think.
Man, I guess it was 3,400 on August 3rd. So that was, I guess, over the weekend. Yeah.
It was over. I saw $2,800 calls on the timeline. I saw 105K Bitcoin. I saw 60 cents Starcoin, and I saw $28 hype. That's what I saw on the timeline.
I do think it's going to break through at this time, and I'm with you. I guess my gut read is 4,100, maybe a bounce back to 4K, and then we're gonna the next level up is probably all-time highs, right? Like 4,800 or so. The buy pressure is there. The ETFs also had their biggest day in 9 sessions yesterday, so the ETF bid is flowing. ETH looks good. What are the betas? Like what beta plays jump out to you? So I think you and I are both ones who we like to play majors, but we like to play a little downstream as well. REKT has been a big one, but I'm curious if there's any beta trades that you might be watching or thinking about jumping into with this move. Like if you think ETH is going to 4,800, what's some of the ways to capitalize on that?
First and foremost, shout out to AI Rev. I don't know if you saw the chat, just gifted us 100 subs.
Wow.
Big shout out to AI Rev for gifting us 100 subs. Yo, that's crazy. Appreciate it. Reminder that today we pick a random subscriber. I think Sims already did the draw, but I'll have to check. But AI Rev, dude, appreciate that. Thank you so much. Just saw everybody in the chat going crazy. We need to put the chat on the screen like the regular streamers. Let's get that going for Monday. We'll talk to Sims. So thank you. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Degenz Live, cake.com. We're growing fast. So, all that helps us a lot. Back to you on the trade side. You know me. I've made my picks. I'm not trading. I'm not buying anything. REKT is, I know we joke about REKT price discovery. Man, I think REKT can go so much higher. And I have a really big REKT position on spot. Really big. It's like way bigger than my Farcoin position now. It wasn't meant to be, but it is because Farcoin decided to like be glued to $1. I don't know, man. Like MOG is following right now. It's catching up because REKT had really flipped MOG by quite a bit overnight. MOG is catching up and looking good. It went back to range lows and at 500 mil. Like it could go back to 750 very easily, like very easily. And then it could even go back to 1.5 billion. It's accessible on Coinbase, very easy. And on ETH, you know what? Like, I'm curious, Tyler, why is nobody launching shitters on ETH? Like that was the move last year. I think there's room for some stuff to run, man. Like the boss one, I would love to see it maybe on ETH. Like, I'm curious, like if you're deaf, as a matter of fact, I want to see you guys launch some shitters on Ethereum. I'm curious. What do you think? I feel like everybody
all the action. Well, I think Base and Zora have taken a lot of that, right?
But I don't see Zora creator coins as like a meme coin.
I agree with you. But this is where the action is. So, I mean, it's up 22% today.
We got to get the founder on. Like, respect, dude.
Geez Louise. So that's been an incredible trade this month. It's up 940% this month. All right. Shout out to Zora. Back to your question. Yeah, I don't know why we're not seeing more on ETH. I mean, I think there are a little bit. There's just not as many folks trading.
I think the brain. We got used to it. Yeah. It's a brain thing. We got used to it. It's got to be on. So, like, we're not even trading meme coins on any other chain, by the way. TRX, Sui, like you name it. Nobody's trading anywhere else but Base and Solana right now. And Base is like a really niche, right? There's not even a crossover between the two. I want to see some L1 memes, dude. Like, yeah, I think someone could run it hard, or else like just, buy Pepe, buy Mog on size if you have size. If you don't have size, I don't know, Tyler. Like, what do you do if you're the trader that doesn't have size? Like, you have $1,000 book, $5,000 book, max 10K. I don't know, dude. And NFA, by the way, but I don't know. Yeah. On Ethereum,
less than 10K. And you want to get beta.
Because it's too easy to say REKT and MOG, right?
That's really what comes to mind. I mean, you can play Bitminer, you can play SPEC.
No, you can't buy. You're a degen, like you're a kid, like you have some Uniswap. You're not like, now we're like more sophisticated, you and I, right? It's like you're getting started, right? What do you buy?
It's trickier. Yeah, I think you just have to wait.
Actually, someone said prop something on Abstract, and you had Greeny on the show on Tuesday, and he's been sharing it. Abstract memes are fucking ripping. Yeah. He's right. Actually, you know what? That's a very good call. That's a good call. Who made that call? That's a really good call.
Let's take a look. Yeah, the board's pretty green. This big coin's up 57% after. Wow, I hadn't even looked at this.
Yo,
the Abstract coins went off. Abstract cabal is cooking. And I don't mean cabal in a bad way, but the folks who have been trading over on Abstract more exclusively, man, what a day for them. This board is lit up like a green Christmas tree here. These are some of the biggest numbers I've seen. I think a lot of these coins have to be at all-time high or closing in on it. So Abstract has clear momentum right now. They also had that quick tangent. They had that announcement. They launched Igloo APAC. So the official Asia arm. We know there's clear interest in crypto and memes and NFTs from Asia, and Luca and crew are leaning into that. So I think that's been a smart decision. So I think, to answer your question, maybe sub 10K, Abstract is the place to go. I think you have to pay attention to NFTs with that kind of bankroll, honestly, because like we're starting to see some action. Last night, I don't know if you saw this because you were traveling and getting geared up for your trip. This new mint, trying to find. I'm surprised it's not up here. It's like it's these little fish.
What? Oh, I totally missed that.
Where the hell is this?
I'm gonna have to start sleeping at 4 a.m., aren't I?
Let me go to see if I can find it on Magic Eden. There's this new NFT collection. And I think Xcopy minted it, and then some folks saw that, and then they jumped in and started minting. Cryptofish is what it's called.
It's nowhere here, dude.
Why am I not seeing this?
Go on OpenSea and search it, maybe.
They're trying to shield the cryptofish. It's not in the top 25 on Magic Eden. That's strange.
Maybe it's not doing any volume. I found them 7,000 items, but they're so cheap, 0.0009 ETH.
No, that's not the right one. Oh, here it is.
No.
It's at 0.0984. It hit 0.24, so it's coming back down. But anyways, I'm not. This is not me touting cryptofish. This is me saying we are starting to see more new mint trade opportunities in NFTs, and it's for an area where folks with smaller bankrolls could potentially start. Right. And that's how a lot of us started, right? And that's how you can accumulate more ETH.
That's how I started. You know what? That's actually the answer. Abstract memes, base. So very niche. So you got your base in Zora, abstract, or you have to hit the NFT market. That's how you start with your 10K or less. 100%.
Now, for those who are more established, I think one of the stronger ETH beta plays, just to round out this conversation, is CryptoPunks. And that CryptoPunks sales bot was turned on this morning. Look at this stretch of sales here.
I almost bought that red hair yesterday. I had the ETH loaded up. I was going to buy it, and then I got cold feet.
Nice string of aesthetic punks. 75 ETH 3D. We had 72 ETH purple hat here. 61 ETH smiling pipe. The red hair was too nice to be on floor. We were kind of chatting around that. The floor is back to 208K. So significantly above CryptoPunks. And it seems like there is some strong momentum. Oh, a 69 ETH pilot yesterday. I missed that one as well. So yeah, this right here. Oh, that's not a pilot. Sorry. It's the welding goggles.
It looks like a pilot. Yeah. Wow.
Nice stretch. I've got the FOMO to get a second. I'm not going to lie. Serious FOMO. I feel like as soon as we're ready to actually pull the trigger, because like we want the coins we're in to go up further, and I do like the positions I'm in. I feel like punks are going to have doubled, and then it's going to be.
So the thing with punks, they're getting all these treasury codes for sure, right? Like I know you said it was a hot take, but that was the coldest take. It's colder than an ice bath.
Let me elaborate on that take. I agree that treasury codes are coming for punks, and we kind of already have signs that one's already started. I specifically meant I think we'll have a CryptoPunks ETF, like a stock that you can buy, which is an index on punks. So which I guess if you can make the case that a treasury code is that because it would have a stock as well. So maybe it wasn't as hot of a take as I thought, but I do think that's coming, and I don't know. That's the kind of thing that could actually run the floor up to 500K or higher.
Bro, punks are $211,000.
Yeah, that's a lot.
And it was exactly the same as 2021, bro. It was the month of August. I was on vacation in a sunny island, and overnight they went to 500 grand. Like it could happen tonight. Like I'm saying, like it can happen tomorrow night.
Yeah. I mean, some of the action, and I have no info here, like a little bit like tinfoil hat, like some of these sales we're seeing, like the nice ones getting picked off, is someone front running like a big sweep. Like you could make a case that that's what's playing out. And yeah, I mean, there's 5 rows to a 60 ETH floor. That's 60 punks. I mean, we saw a 60 punk sweep already. It's a couple weeks ago. So not
how much would it 60 punks right now? How much is it's like 60
million,
roughly
12 million, maybe 14 million.
So it's about 235K average, right, per punk if you're doing like 60 or something, because it's like
yeah,
Yeah, 14 mil. That's nothing.
It's nothing. Yeah.
So don't get me wrong. I would love to.
It's a lot for NFTs. It's nothing when you see the volumes on like the average meme coin.
So it's a $4 trillion asset, and we're talking about 14 mil, and then the rest of the stock market is 300 trillion, and we're talking about 14 million. 14 million is like not even the size of Dip Whaler's fart coin bag. 14 million is like, I mean, Mando's not here, you know.
Yeah.
Where the fuck is Mando?
I know. It would have been fun to celebrate 4K with him, but he's busy in the order books. I want to talk about this pump headline with you. So pivoting off ETH, super strong. I think we closed the conversation. Yesterday afternoon, Pump Fund introduced their Glass Full Foundation, where they are going to inject significant liquidity into their ecosystem tokens to support their most diehard cults. We've got some data on this and what this actually means. Shout out to Adam TEHC, one of the best quants out there doing dashboards for everyone to follow along. They've deployed 1.69 million across 10 different pump tokens already. Their largest have been this Tokabu and Housecoin. They've already fired 20%. They hold 20%. And then apparently they have 350K left already on this. I have a few questions about this. Quickly, I'm going to show the market impact. I tweeted it out this morning. These tokens, unsurprisingly, just absolutely sent. So Tokabu up 48%, House up 37%, Need up 34%, Trencher up 50%, so on and so forth. So basically everything they bought is up somewhere 20 to 50%. And if you actually look into a lot of these tokens, some of the replies I got to this tweet where I don't even know what the hell these tokens are. A lot of them are like smaller cap. So half of these are probably under 10 million or so, which I found interesting, but also it's logical, right? So if Pump had deployed 100K into Fartcoin, it probably wouldn't have moved the needle, right? That's such a large token. Like a 100K buy at Fartcoin probably moves it from $1 to $1.01, maybe. Yeah. But if you put 100K into Trencher, you can move it up 50%, right? So the impact is bigger. So I understand their logic there. Curious for your reactions to this. If you think, if you would have rolled it out this way, if you had $2 million to spend on memes in the Pump eco and you're Alan, would you have done it this way? And perhaps, do you think this is going to be it after the 350K? Do you think there's going to be more room to run? Curious if you have any thoughts.
I just think they should go ahead and announce that reserve thing and just put them all into some wallet. And I do think they still need to buy some Fartcoin. It won't move the needle, but just to, if it's your grail, like you go, but again, you said you don't buy 100K, you buy $1 million worth, right? And the sentiment looks good. I think they're like destroying everybody else now again on the Jupiter Launchpad wars. Yeah, they're destroying everyone. Like over 50%. Like even Bonk was destroying everyone. I was like them. It was even higher yesterday, by the way. I saw it like 60s or 70s. Mm-hmm. I think that they're finally doing things right. It's what we thought. The thing is, we're so stupid, Tyler. Like, we literally said this. Like, they're going to bleed it out, say nothing. Like, everybody who made a lot of money, it was the easiest 50% pump trade on size. It was $1 million you could have put in from any wallet, okay? So a lot of people got in big. A lot of people got in with 100 million size, started dumping. Like, my 100K, I was up 50K in like 24 hours, dude. It's a great trade. Yeah. But I decided to just buy fuck ton more after that and then get wrecked. So we called it, but we didn't trade it right. I think from that bottom, it was a perfect low. And see, they did 14 days. They said nothing, and then they came back and doing it. So I like it. I just don't think that it's sustainable to just buy little tokens. Like now it's like people will be gambling on what next coin pump fund will be buying next, but they're saying they'll incentivize only communities. So now at least people will start forming these little communities and start pumping their bags a lot. I don't know. I guess overall it's great for engagement. It's amazing for engagement. So we'll see. Yeah.
A few thoughts back on the pump trade. And I hate that I played it on perps and not spot and got liquidated because I saw at 2.2 million and I was actively following it when it went down that low. I was like, this probably is a good buy there.
Yeah, agreed.
And now it's up 50% and I'm out of position. I do think these announcements have been good, but people still want a little bit more. Like the buybacks are great, but the airdrop looming is still this huge question mark. And now that it's moved 50% off the bottom, I think people are maybe a little bit more hesitant to enter here without knowing what the airdrop looks like and what kind of sell pressure is going to come from that. So I am curious if it maybe has hit a local top here. As for the announcement, I do think this is how you generate excitement and get people back to your launchpad, because now you have more of a shot to get into a new token that runs to 10 million. And that's where you can make a lot of gains. And like we're already seeing it. Like, it is amazing how quickly they got back over 50% market share. There was a point yesterday where Bags had flipped Let's Bonk as well. So Bonk was in third.
Yeah, I saw that. That's the screenshot I saw.
So what is happening is these launchpad wars are actually playing out just like how we predicted they would. So I think Bags had this token, the Nyan Cat meme, which ran 30,000%. It hit 12 million briefly yesterday. So that's from the Bags launchpads. They had that cabal pumping that coin. You've had Pump quite literally pumping 10 of their own meme coins, and then Bonk getting behind the Boss meme, which we got to quickly talk about.
I'm here. I'm gonna find him. I'm looking for him.
Yeah. Oh, this is why you're in. Yeah. This is why Farouk went to a B. The boots on the ground. We are going to find
on the ground.
The final boss.
I'm going to find him. He's back. He went back to England. They sent him a private jet to fly him back out to the island.
This is an incredible story. This is the fastest runner we've had, I think, since I don't even know.
It's really? $36 million. That's crazy. See, I haven't been paid. I can't even say, oh, I saw it at $1 million, because I generally didn't see it until 20 mil. But I hope people make fucking money on this. We need this, Tyler. You know, that's a good way for people to inject cash, like Bonk teams, Bags teams, whatever the fuck, Pump teams, pump Bags. And I hope people take profit. Like, y'all should be dumping on these launch pads because they got money. And this is redistribution of wealth. Yes. Dump on the launch pad cabals, or I'll still get dumped on, by the way, and keep it going. You know?
Yeah. I think that's good advice. My personal boss story, a buddy who doesn't send me tokens sent this at 680K the first night. I was in bed. I woke up, it was at 2.5, and I thought I had just missed it. And like, if folks remember, like these new viral memes just hadn't been doing that well. And I had PTSD from the stupid Coldplay concert 4K meme, which was so viral but didn't go past like 3 million. So I sat it out. And then it went to the first day, it went to 20, pulled back to 12, to 40. And now it looks like it's forming a cup and handle at all-time highs, and it's about to go higher. So I don't hold any of this, but what a run this has been. And the trenches feel like they're back. It really does. I think a few things you need to watch out for is you probably have to have a little bit of the calculus, like, is this a coin that a launch pad could get behind, right? That has to be a part of your decision-making right now. I think if you're getting into these new pairs, because it's not like they're going after all of them. So like we had one Bags coin run, the Nyan Cat. We've had one Bonk coin run really this week. It's Boss. And then now in the Pump coins, it's a little bit broader.
Yeah.
But dude, they're not all raining. Like Chill House is just kind of chopping in its range.
I mean, Solana's not like, again, like Farcoin is fucking 101, bro. It's literally just become a stable coin. It's driving me absolutely mental. So it's not like Solana's doing good, like the trenches, the memes, Tyler. Like, look at Farcoin. Pull up the Farcoin chart. It's the most frustrating chart in the history of crypto.
It is. And I've been just resigned that I'm not going to get a pump on this until Q4.
I mean, look at this. It's 100. Let me tell you how many days it is. I'm dying. As if it wasn't for REKT, dude, I would be just genuinely just pissed. I think if it wasn't for REKT, I would be making bad portfolio management decisions right now. I'd probably be rotating bags, doing some dumb shit. You know what I mean? Like, but I don't need to because my REKT is just ridiculous. But in a way, like, it's up cost. So I'm even thinking about it the wrong way. Yeah. Like, I could have just moved my Farcoin position to REKT and I'd probably be up like 8 figures right now. And I'd be like chilling. I'd be retired with Mando right now. But I'm not. So let me see. We are at 108 days of this price action. Actually, even sorry. It goes all the way to, if you go to April 14th. Actually, April
Oh yeah,
April 11th is when we really hit like 900 for the first time
4
again.
months. Yeah.
So we're talking about 119 days, however that is in a month. That's insane.
Here's how I think this plays out. I think we're going to get another grind up, probably to a slightly higher high, maybe 170.
We're not going to sell it.
And then it's going to dip again. I think it's going to come all the way back. We're going to have the final leg down. I remember vividly, this is how WIF played out before WIF did its parabolic run. It had 3 legs up and then 3 big declines. So I'm purely pattern matching here with this analysis. But that would line us up with a Q4 rally, and it will be
like
painful.
I told the homies because they laugh at me about my Farcoin position sometimes, and I started making jokes about it. And you see them. I'm like ETH to 5K, Solana to 200, Farcoin to 105, and it's gotten to that point, and that usually means it's getting to the point where, it should go on an aggressive run. Tyler, 119 days. At least we're holding. At least we're not shilling something here, just dumping it. Like we're proper community members here. I was up ridiculous though at like 1.6, like that. When Mando said Farouk, you should sell and buy some ETH. Your boy had had a great trade on. But we'll see.
It's such a totally different trade.
So yeah. pull up this guy, Doug Boneparth. You know that guy? Boneparth, Boneparth, Douglas A. Boneparth on Twitter.
Yeah, I've got it.
You've seen him. Pull his shit up, and if you go to his, literally like one of his last, it's his last tweet. Right, this guy's super viral. And I was talking to Ovi about this because I do sometimes talk to the boys like, yo, like you think I'm being an idiot, like should I be in this trade or not? But look at this, like I'm like, it still has the biggest mind share. Like everybody's like, it's always the one coin that you joke about.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I'm getting mixed signals here because the market's telling me, hey, Farcoin may not be the one. Like the market right now is showing you a hand, but Solana's also not being it. So I'm not. If Solana, I would say, Tyler, where I would cut personally, like where I would say like draw the line, is if Solana goes, like, Solana's at the range top here, like 177.
Yeah.
If Solana breaks through that and goes back to $200 and we don't see Farcoin back in the range highs, I would be worried. Genuinely. That's where I would be. But for now, I wouldn't be worried at all. It's still like Farcoin, hard A rises. Let's go.
Yeah. I feel good about it. I am curious what Alan will do. He's like, I don't think Alan can really throw like 50K at Farcoins. I don't think it would matter.
Pump, strategic reserve, PSR, like $1 million worth of Farcoin stuff.
5 million. Yeah, I think that's enough that it still wouldn't be like a crazy pump. It would probably pump it a few percent, maybe 5-10%. But it would be the signal that like, all right, we mean business. And I think people would rally behind that a little bit. So Alan, if you're listening, pump 7 figures into Farcoin. Well, there's something else. There's another asset class that is ripping, folks. And it is a surprising one. And it's runes. The runes went nuts yesterday. So Coinbase tweeted an image of the magic internet money, the wizard, saying like, imagine if this came to life or something like that. And then Elon Musk retweeted it. And the MIM rune went up 50%, 60% on the back of that. It's cooled off a little bit. I didn't realize that this one was kind of hanging out. So it's at 90 million. I mean, it's not a huge market cap, but there aren't that many Solana memes higher than that right now. So it's a decent market cap. You got Dog hanging out at 323. It's never really fallen. Pups is 30 million. So it pumps 30%. It's still 30 million. This thing's even rune coins, the dustiest rune there is, pumped 40%.
It's so funny, man. Like the Pups meme is like, and like, look, you guys, I can't talk about runes because then I get the time. I'm going to talk about Dog. Do we want to go there?
Yeah.
Do I give a take about Dog or I'm going to get like, because they have a strong community. You know that. They've shown me multiple times. Mm-hmm. It's the same price.
Yeah.
It's the same price. Like when Bitcoin was like, and by the way, the fact that it's 300, 400 mil is insane. But like, at what point do you think about like the Farcoin trade I was just talking about, right? Opportunity cost. Like at what point? Like all the runes are the same price. They don't move.
I mean, actually, I mean, it's getting whacked against Bitcoin. So like if you think about it in the sats, like this is the sats chart. I mean, it's actually
these runes are supposed to be beta. Any alt of the main chain is supposed to be beta to accumulate more of said chain. You buy memes on Sol to add Sol. You buy memes on ETH to accumulate ETH. But this is not the case.
It's not looking great. And the ordinals charts are roughly the same.
Yeah. I mean, puppets are back to 0.44, but 0.44, but like still the same. I saw all my puppets, so many. Wizards at least are 0.2 Bitcoin. That's a lot of money.
Wizards chart is probably the most interesting of all of these.
What is?
I think the Taproot Wizards of all the ordinals are the most interesting. They're basically at all-time high.
Yeah, Udi's loud.
Yeah, but that matters, right? And part of the there's no one, there are no spokesmen in the ordinals ecosystem that are that loud.
Oh, there is Leonidas and Dog, which is
right. They've got pockets, but like I don't see them on my timeline at all.
The only reason why Pups is Dog is like 300-400 mils because Leonidas is doing an incredible job, by the way. Like that's it. He's like really good champion of his own coin. He deserves credit. But yeah, dude, it's not even that I'm trying to meme runes. It's not a good trade. It's not a good trade.
Well, pivoting quickly to what might be a good trade, I want to quickly talk about you with this for our listeners who have stayed on till the end, and we'll get to YEET here in a minute. Linea, I'm very intrigued by Linea right now. We had a nice conversation with Declan yesterday. What's specifically intriguing to me about Linea, I guess from a macro perspective, I think it's clear that Joe Lubin has been having conversations and bringing big players. He wants to bring big players into Linea, like big institutions, big companies, to have them build on ETH on Linea. I think that's clear. He's absolutely having a huge market impact right now. We see it with SBET. They've already got 600,000 ETH. The Linea tokenomics are set up in a way that the team isn't getting tokens and no VCs got tokens. So who's going to sell this thing on day one in the first month? Where's the sell pressure coming from? And you can say the farmers, but that allocation, as I understand it, isn't that big.
It's like nothing.
So it's a very interesting setup for a TGE.
They are like just that clip of Joe Lubin, like na the fucking coin, like that clearly goes. They put like the Thug Life glass on him. There's no investors. The Linea is like run by a company that is so rich already.
Mm-hmm.
Like Joe Lubin is so rich. Like the more Ethereum goes up, guys must be worth like $5 to $10 billion, right? Like, I don't even know. I'm just saying. I have to say, like yesterday, I was like really hyped about Linea.
Yeah.
I've been learning more and more and more as we go. You know, we've aligned with them because also we're very aligned with consensus and So it was more of a strategic partnership for us on the business side. But yesterday, man, he made some good points. I texted Locks and Elon right away. I was like, yo, this 85% thing is really interesting. I think during the show. That could be a good trade, Tyler. That could be a good trade.
I think it will be.
Where does it open? It's going to TG
That's
imminent,
what I
right?
don't know. I mean, we think it's probably going to be in September. And quick shout out to MYRIAD.
I think it's I know nothing. I genuinely know nothing. I think it's coming so soon. They're talking way too much. Let's see. What's the line at?
This is the line that I'm surprised hasn't moved more. Something big on September 16th, which we talked about with Declan yesterday. Basically, if any new details on their TGE are announced between now and September 16th, this resolves.
People hate free money.
So I do think it's coming somewhat soonish. They've been clearly leaning into it. So it's something to pay attention to. Absolutely. But
I'm up. I'm up $5. I'm up $8 and $10 since yesterday's show.
Yeah.
10%.
I'm not sure how you all do this 9 to 5.
I'm not sure how y'all do this 9 to 5. Dude, it's exciting. So let's pull up the L2s and their valuations. How do we go? We go core market cap, categories, layer 2. Okay. In terms of valuations, fully diluted. So Mantle 6.6, Arbitrum's 4.2. Yeah, I guess the example is always ARB and Optimism. So fully diluted ARB is 4.2, OP is 3.2, and then market cap, my Arbitrum is 2.1, and Optimism 1.3. Linea's got to be opening. I think Linea has to open close to Arbitrum. It has to open neck and neck with ARB. What do you think? Go by fully diluted though.
Yeah, that's 4 billion. So I think this is going to be lower float. Right, so
I don't know.
these tokens on the I guess we don't know. We will find out.
Well, if it's 85%, it's got to be low float.
Yeah, that's how I was interpreting it. Very low float. So then, I mean, to get to 4.2 billion FTV, you need to open it like 700 million market cap, which would put it under immutable.
No, you're talking about the blockchain of like Sharplink Gaming and MetaMask, right?
We are, but I think there's going to be a different mindset from how investors and institutions are going to think about Linea versus how crypto natives are going to look at it, because crypto natives might not be doing a whole lot on Linea right now.
I have a question. What if Sharplink Gaming just says, yo, we're buying some Linea too? Like, can they? Or what if they start spinning up? What if they spin up a NASDAQ company to start buying Linea? They have the ways now. Not Sharplink, because I don't think you can just do that, but
I think something's going to happen. I've been trying to figure this out. So like in a world, like would they park their SBET ETH on Linea and then effectively farm and accumulate more Linea tokens as yield, which goes on their balance sheet and makes the company more valuable. I feel like that's almost a certainty, but the only thing is like, is there going to be some limitation on like, oh, here's Joe giving Linea tokens from one bucket to like from his right hand to his left hand. So like that's the only thing I've been still kind of thinking through is perhaps like the risk to that. But it seems obvious to me that they would do that. And it would be a very interesting way for Sharplink Gaming to also have additional yield, which would be good for the stock, which would be good for them buying more ETH, which makes ETH go up, which likely makes Linea go up as well. So it's a very interesting flywheel. It's going to be fun to follow. And I think that's going to be a big Q4 one to watch. We went around the horn. We're at the hour mark. Are we set up to do YEET?
We are. I have the winners. We have everything. First and foremost, there was the fourth highest volume trader or YEET user, gambler, whatever we call them, on using the FOMO hour code. So yeet.com/FOMO hour. You have to use our code. The fourth largest was Jay Bruce 2010. Jay Bruce 2010. So he won. I don't know if he's here. I doubt it. I'll tell you something. The person that won, so you gift us, a lot of people gifted us subs. And then Sims Sims on vacation. Also, he ran it from his home. He's not here. Else we would have done it in front of y'all, but we did it like we always do. Is actually here. It's even in the chat. The person who won the out of the subscribers that won to this giveaway is AI Bra X.
Whoa.
Yes. And I was hyped.
I thought he was joking. He said he won. Wow.
Where?
Right. In the chat, he said he won.
I won. Well, he won.
Shit posted.
Oh, deadass. He won.
Let's go.
Yeah, bro. Congratulations. So basically, and I promise it's real. Like Sims can show you guys. Like we ran the wheel with Degenz, blah blah. He's just like not working this week, and he shouldn't be because, like, technically, I'm not allowed to tell my people they're not allowed to take vacation. But I hate it. I always joke with them. Every time like someone's on vacation, I'm like, yeah, fuck off, man. But yeah, technically, I'm supposed to let them take their time off. It's founder of the company. So AI bro, congratulations. But I know AI Rev gave us 100 subs, etc. I actually like the fact that Fridays is for subs givers, Tyler.
Me too.
So I think you and I take it back to Sims, and I think we just like The Farcoin Friday, let's just give it to people who subscribe. I think we just make that. We can do that. We can do also stuff like 3 days a week is 3 random winners. 1 day a week is top, like best volume of the week, and or we can fuck around. The volume's harder, but for now, like I think we do the gifters. That's like we do stuff like that. So, anyways, that's what it is. So Jay Bruce will go first. Yeah, bro, stay here because he may even request if he wants. I know you're the one running it, but let's go on. Let's do it for Jay Bruce first. We plinko him, and then we do something fun with Abra. How's that?
Let's do it.
All right. All right. So let's
do we do Farcoin Friday for?
What am I saying? What am I saying? It's Farcoin Friday. What am I saying? What am I saying? What am I saying? So let's do it for Jay Bruce alone first. You guys won't hear the sound because I don't have my roadcaster today, sadly. So I don't have to do no sound, but I can sing and.
We'll give you the sound. We'll
give you the sound. So Jay Bruce, congratulations, won $500. He's the fourth largest volume user of YEET using the FOMO hour code. We're going to do this more often, so keep using our code. Also in the competition, we'll be giving out the whole $19,000.
Are you ready?
This race has started.
I'm hearing the audio, by the way. I'm hearing it.
You are?
Yeah.
You are? Oh,
yeah,
Spaces. Oh.
Yeah, I don't know if Spaces is or not.
It doesn't matter. It's video.
Right, so we do each?
It would be horrible if Farcoin wins now. Okay, thank God. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So,
it's always such a sweat. Yeah.
So we do what? Bitcoin Farcoin for the person who's on here?
I think ETH Farcoin for ETH 4K.
Oh, yeah, ETH to 4K. So this is not for AI Bra, just so people know.
Yeah, this is for everyone.
So AI Bra, in the meantime, pick a token aside from Farcoin. This is Farcoin Friday. What do you pick? You know? Pick a coin, AI Bra.
All right, here we go.
Let's get a Farcoin. Come on.
Right. Doge's in the lead. We're all live. We're all live.
Oh, Farcoin's coming. Come on, please.
Oh, come on.
Please.
All right, there it comes. Doge's back. Oh.
Hold on.
We're still alive. Oh,
yes.
680.
Come on.
Not bad. Little win. So 1,200. Ibra. Hey, Ibra. Come off you. How you doing, man? You won. What coins do you want? You have to pick Farcoin, but what other one do you want?
Let's go. ETH and Farcoin.
ETH and Farcoin. All right.
Let's run it.
Oh my God, you're gonna get 69x.
68x.
Come on, Pray, Ibra. Come on.
Come on, Farcoin. Come on, Farcoin. That'll be 17K.
Come on.
No!
Well, in the first. Oh no, AI, bro. Oh, brutal. But you still get $500. Oh no. We'll watch. Is Doge gonna hit this?
Good, boys. Thanks for the opportunity.
And
10K. Let's go.
Yeah, thanks for coming on.
I'm sorry, I love this guy too, dude. He's so cool. Always
69x. We're gonna hit one of these Farcoin Fridays. I know it.
Oh man! So we gave away 1181 to the guy who's the fourth largest, Jay Bruce, and $500 to Abra. Damn, Abra, I feel like I let him down.
Yeah, but that is 100 months of subscriptions. So he's
that is it. That is
100x. Yeah.
So congratulations, Abra. Congratulations, Jay Bruce. Tyler, I'm not sure I'll see Monday. I don't know if I'm on the show Monday. We'll see. I'll keep you guys posted. Mando, by the way, had to fly last minute. That's why he wasn't on. He texted like, shit, I forgot to tell you. I had to take a last minute trip. I think I should be fine for Monday. But anyways, see you Monday, 10 a.m. Eastern. Have a good weekend. Peace out.
Okay.